and welcome to the Push Button Profit Show, episode 411. Yes, can you believe it? The show where we introduce you to the make money online and internet marketing product creators. With me today is Mr. James Renouf, who is bringing out Notion Millions. Notion Millions on Wednesday, April 5th at 10 a.m. Eastern. If you're interested in picking up Notion Millions at any point, there'll be a link down below in the description box where you can pick it up with a nice discount and a custom bonus bundle from me that you will receive if you get it. Check it out through the link below. It goes active on Wednesday, April 5th at 10 a.m. Eastern. James, welcome to the Push Button Profit Show.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me, Johnny.
Well, you're no stranger to the show, but there will be some people who perhaps don't know who you are. So if you don't mind, before we start talking about Notion Millions and what it's about, and it's very cool, would you mind just telling people who are you and why should we trust you?
Yeah, I've been a marketer, basically a full-time marketer since about 2008, if I have my years right. So a long time, done a lot of things, and what I'm really known for is bringing topics, bringing ways to make money online before it's kind of out there for everybody. That's really what I'm known for, and I think today this product is definitely on par with that. So I'm excited to bring this to everybody.
Well, it really is, because if anyone goes and looks at the sales page, which you can do by clicking that link down below, it says right at the top, clear as day, 6 figures a month selling a Notion knowledge template. And what's wonderful about this entire product is it's not hypothetical. These are figures that you and others are realizing each and every month faithfully as a result of this system. So it really is something very cool and very doable. So what I like about Notion Millions, James, is it does exactly what it says on the tin. You're not hiding from people what this is about. You're introducing the viewers, people who are watching this today, to the world of Notion, a tool we'll talk about in a moment, and creating knowledge templates. So what would probably be useful is, would you mind just explaining to people what is Notion, what is a knowledge template, and what is the opportunity here? Why should it excite people?
Yeah, I mean, Notion is a tool that a lot of people use to organize their life. And I like to equate Notion kind of like Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is something that a lot of people use, but a lot of people only use like 5% of it, myself included. If I use something like Word, I know bold, italicize, make a document, but there's so much more you could do with it. That's the same thing with Notion. Notion, when you initially look at it, you could think, wow, there's all this stuff I could do. It could be almost overwhelming to people with how much is available, but that's where Notion Millions comes in, because I show you how to do literally the bare minimum in a good way. So you can use, just like I would with Word, the bare minimum of Notion, but there's this whole side of millions of people that want to have access to templates on Notion. When you use this system and give them the bare minimum, they're super happy because you gave them what they want. And I go into detail in the course what that means. But there's literally millions of different niches or sub niches that you can get into to give them access to what they want that don't exist right now, because we're in a very, very interesting time. Just like, wouldn't it have been nice to get involved with Kindle years ago before everybody else got into it? Wouldn't it have been awesome to get into, Facebook ads years ago before everybody got into it? So you can get into this for free. Like I said, this is a really interesting time where there's so much of a market demand, but so little to give to the market. So oftentimes, the majority of the time, when you go through the system, you see that you are literally the only person that is serving this particular need, serving this particular community. And when you're using this system, along with AI and no code, it's basically being built for you in a matter of seconds. And I show you exactly how to do this, how to go after any niche and have this built in seconds, and then where to sell this. So you can just, I mean, it's like this crazy game, because you can just be creating this all the time. And I know I'm excited here, Johnny. I'm sorry to be talking the whole time.
No, rightly so. Carry on.
But it's not that you, Johnny, or me, or anybody needs to be expert on anything. And that's the beautiful thing. A lot of times people are like, well, gosh, what do I even start with? Or I don't know anything about that, etc. You can go in here with the AI and it's just like, boom, it's done. You see, a lot of people are talking about AI and they're so excited. They can make crazy, fun pictures and all this stuff. But I'm looking at it from a purely money-making perspective. So I'm using the brain of the AI, putting in a little phrase, boom, and it's done. And then I'm serving it to this rabid community that wants these things, and they get it. And so that's the whole crux of the product. But obviously I go into the details when you pick it up.
And that's what's so interesting about this. What's so exciting about this opportunity is, first of all, huge demand, almost zero competition. And it's, I didn't really read out this bit, although anyone who checks out the sales page through that link below will see it for themselves. You can create these products to feed that demand in seconds. And this isn't hyperbole. It isn't hyperbole, because I actually went through the product myself and I've done it myself. I've actually done a run through, and it really is true that in seconds you can use AI, and James takes you methodically through step by step. You don't need to do any original thinking. You don't even have to like it or what you're doing or the niche you're in. You just need to follow the steps each and every time, over and over again, that James lays out methodically inside of Notion Millions. And you can create a product in seconds. And I think that's what the difference is between Notion Millions and why this is such an easy opportunity compared to what you referred to a moment ago, James. Because James, you said, well, how cool would it have been if we had got in early during the Kindle gold rush?
Right.
Well, that requires you to write an entire Kindle book. You have to design an entire Kindle book. There's a high barrier. You could get in early, but you have to spend 7 nights at your kitchen table writing, typing, and editing. So there's a high barrier. You talked about if we got in on Facebook ads when they were cheap. Sure, but you still need money to invest in those ads. So there's always a high barrier. So getting in early on a massive opportunity isn't necessarily easy or a dead cert.
Right.
With Notion Millions, you have that kind of wonderful 3-part win, right? Where you have massive demand from affluent real people. You're not fighting for every dollar. Very few are very low competition, because there are a few creators creating these knowledge templates. And then number 3, you have a quick, easy, and free way to create the products. So, so what was once a barrier, which was creating the product, is now eliminated thanks to, as you say here, using the power of no code and AI. So it really is an exciting opportunity. And the second thing I want to talk about now is, we can sit here and you said, Johnny, I'm really passionate about it. In a way, your passion's almost irrelevant. It's the maths and the dollar signs which matter.
Mm-hmm.
And empirically, you've shown that this to be true. We could sit here and be passionate about all sorts of things: TikTok videos, coaching, the opportunity of, selling vegan e-commerce goods. But you've done this and making 6 figures a month doing this. You found others much younger, people of all backgrounds are making 6 figures a month selling these Notion knowledge templates. So it's a real opportunity with huge amounts of money being made at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's an important point. I mean, there's 2 parts to that. Number one, people always say, or some people say, follow your passion. That's great, but a lot of times you do that, you don't make any money with it. This is something that you truly could follow your passion and make money with it. But with that being said, there's the other side, and probably a bigger side to this. To your point, Johnny, it might be that there's a lot of people that they won't care about Notion. It's not about Notion itself. It's about the timing. It's about the opportunity, and that opportunity. This is truly make money online. This is truly an opportunity where people are willing to pay at this point top dollar for something that it takes you literally seconds to create. That kind of dynamic, in terms of no competition or very little competition, that dynamic, as far as I know, is very, very rare to have that. And so the timing of this couldn't be any better. The fact that it's free to get in, the fact that it takes you seconds, the fact that you don't need any knowledge, you can be from anywhere in the world, and I can go on and on and on. That in and of itself, it's like, it's a literal money-making machine if you follow the steps. And so if people look at it that way and say, like, are you passionate about Microsoft Word? No, but I use it because it gets me where I need to go. And this product has nothing to do with Microsoft Word. I just want to use that as an analogy. But in terms of this, if you want a literal money-making machine, that's where this is at right now. So I can't be more excited about it. I can't be more excited to share this with people. So I hope everyone takes advantage of it.
So on that note, if someone does click that link down below, if they do go and read the sales page and see and recognize and are smart enough to understand the opportunity before them, and they do get it, what can they expect in the Notion Millions funnel? What sorts of upgrades are there to help them make more money faster if they wish to get them when they jump in and join you on the Notion Millions journey?
Yeah, absolutely. So you get an opportunity. Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Like I really loaded the upgrades here, but number one, you can have access to templates that I've actually created or used or changed for myself. There's a lot of different nuances to it. Once you get in the product, you'll understand that. But that's one big part of it. It's another part, additional money-making opportunities that are there. I have an option for you to join a private group of mine. traffic sources. I'm sure I'm missing some things, but the upgrades are absolutely loaded. They're all awesome. So at the same time, I'm not one of these guys that you have to buy this particular upgrade or the main product doesn't work. And you saw that yourself, Johnny, because you've gone through it. So it does what it says on the front, but at the same time, you can supercharge this depending on how much you're willing to be serious about this.
Well, James, thank you so much for talking us through Notion Millions and this opportunity. And again, I mean, this is the final thing I'll say before we wrap it up. This is just so unique as well, which I like about this. It really is this first mover advantage. If people are watching this today and they're scrabbing around looking for somewhere where they can make their mark easily with minimal competition, I didn't even know about, I'll be honest, James, I consider myself pretty internet savvy. I was not even aware of this massive $1 million opportunity. And I've been around for, many moons in the internet space, which just speaks to how quick and easy if someone just takes a leap and takes action with a very clear step-by-step method inside the product, the opportunity which is here. I mean, I'm already getting started as of last night based on going through the course already, because I see that this is such a path to glory. So thank you for, well, no one's going to thank you now, because now you're opening up the secret now to everyone else about the money making of Notion templates. But thank you, James, for this product. If anyone else wants to join James and myself now as well on our journey to, well, James is already making 6 figures a month. I'm on my journey now. Click the link below. It'll take you through to the Notion Millions sales page. This goes live from Wednesday, 5th of April, 10 a.m. Eastern. Wednesday, 5th of April. That's when you can buy this product. James, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate you.